How's it going, Top Forest TV? My name is Jack, and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle, taking place at St James's Park. Newcastle then, they're a good side. Newcastle, we know they're a very, very good side. Beat us at our place earlier on in the season. Got some really, really good players in their ranks, but they have had a little drop off of late. They got hammered by Man City. I was speaking to a friend who is a Newcastle fan, and he says that teams who go and try and counter them and hit them on the break are teams that cause them problems, and that's what we like to do. We like to try and hit teams on the break and try and counter them. So hopefully we get a little bit of joy from that. I don't know. I'm not going to be. I'm not just going to say, "Oh yeah, we're going to win. We're going to win." I feel a little bit not too confident, let's say, in this one. Then I might have done prior to the Fulham game, maybe. I don't know. I'm not too sure how I feel. I feel a little bit. Yeah, maybe we might not get something from this. I don't know. I don't know though. Newcastle are a very good side. They're into the Carabao Cup final and put Arsenal to the sword in both legs. They're excellent from what I saw in those games. They've got some, unbelievable footballers in their ranks. Anthony Gordon is someone who I rate really, really highly. Obviously, Alexander Isak, a brilliant player. Their midfield, Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes, Joelinton, very good midfield three. They're a really good side, and Eddie Howe can set them up in a real smart way. But I'm really hoping that our counter-attacking football is going to help us in this one, because I think you look at Arsenal and they play a possession-based game, and Newcastle were able to pick them off. Okay, yes, Manchester City do, but teams have off days and things happen. But I'm feeling we could actually. I don't know. I really don't know. I want to be positive, but I'm just feeling a little bit unsure. Last time we played there, it was a 3-1 win? I think it was a 3-1 win on Boxing Day. Chris Wood getting a hat trick. Boxing Day 2023. Yeah, 2023. That's 2024. 2023. Chris Wood against his former club. Love to see him score again against his former club. That would be brilliant. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really undecided how I feel about this one. We know Newcastle, a very good side. Eddie Howe doing a really good job there. Really been able to make the most of what's available to them. Okay, yeah, they do have funds, but they don't have the opportunity to spend them as much as they thought they would. So being able to get good players for the money that they have and moulding a good side, I highly rate Eddie Howe for doing that, and he's been a really good manager, and I've rated him since since he got Bournemouth to the Premiership. I think he's a really good gaffer, and I think when was it when Cooper got sacked, there was a potential like we might get Eddie Howe. I knew it was never going to happen, but I'd been really happy if we did. But he went to Newcastle, and we ended up with Nuno, who again I'm really, really pleased with. Oh, pardon me. Sorry if you can hear me wheezing. It's just literally started to start recording, so must know the camera's on. But yeah, no, I mean, hang on a second. I'm sorry, just thought I'd cough there and see if that would make a difference. But yeah, off the back of the Fulham loss, then, so we need to bounce back. And looking at results today, Bournemouth lost against Wolves, big result in the race for top four. They dropped points in that one, so yeah, hopefully we can go on and punish them for that. Villa got a win against Chelsea, so that's points dropped for Chelsea. We're starting to stall and stutter a little bit at Chelsea. I've got Cole Palmer in my FPL, and he's not done a lot of late, so I'm tempted to try and take him out. But I know as soon as I make that transfer, he's going to score a hat-trick or something stupid. But yeah, it'd be really interesting to see how we bounce back after the Fulham game. I didn't watch the match, but I listened to it on the radio, and we scored just before half time, but it seemed very, very against the run of play. We went a goal down, got an equaliser through Chris Wood. And I was speaking to someone today, and he made a good point. How long can it go for Chris Wood scoring one goal from one shot in a game? And he has one chance, scores it. It's not going to last forever. But long may it continue, let me just say that. So we really need to have a response after that loss. I think something, that I really like, when people say this, and I really identify with it a bit myself in not necessarily in a football capacity, because I'm not a full manager, player, or anything like that. But it's not about how you lose; it's about how you respond. And I think we have a real opportunity to make a real statement if we can respond and go to St James's Park and get something from the game. Which, like I say, I don't know if we will, but if we can do that, if we can go up there and really get something from it, we could make a massive, massive mark in terms of the top four race. A win tomorrow, or today actually, as I'm recording this, it's huge. It's going to be huge, and I think it's a real, real opportunity for us to really lay down a marker and show that we're serious, serious candidates for this top four position. And I think it's going to make us favourites to get top four, if we can do that, because I think Arsenal losing, like, we could get a bit closer to them and drag them into it a little bit. But yeah, I think beating Newcastle, who are in and around top four debate, beating Bournemouth losing, sorry, that's also going to help us in the top four race. So yeah, 3 points to against Newcastle will be absolutely massive, and I really hope we can do it. I'd love to see Chris Wood on the score sheet again. He loves it up against his old club. Oh man, come on, Chris Wood, come on, my FPL striker, going to help in that as well. Yeah, starting 11 wise, then I'm not going to go into it in too much depth, to be honest with you. I like to go my full 11. I think reverting back to the 4 rather than the 5 would be a smart move. Didn't really appear to have worked as well as it had done in other games. So yeah, I'll stick with that for me. Go with a no, I wouldn't stick with it. I would go back to the 4-2-3-1, and hopefully that can help us a little bit more. But yeah, really looking forward to this one. A massive game, an opportunity for us to make a real statement in the top four race. Yeah, come on, you Reds. Prediction of scores. Yeah. I'm gonna go my heart and my head. My head's saying 2-1 Newcastle, but my heart's saying 2-1 Forest. Come on, let's believe. Yeah, let us know down below what you think might happen in the game, your score prediction and all that good stuff. Like the video if you haven't, so if you have enjoyed, I'll say if you haven't already, yeah, if you haven't liked the video already, do that. But if you've enjoyed what you've seen, do that. Subscribe if you haven't already and you do enjoy the content you're seeing. Sorry, this was a bit of a shorter one than normal. It is quite late, so I'm hoping to, yeah, get it done as soon as I can. But yeah, like I say, if you enjoyed it, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and come on, you Reds.